everybody, welcome to Possible Coin. My name is Rocky Hardy. I am reporting from Hell's Foyer and Hell's Front Door. We have Teague in Somerset.
Yeah, slightly different locations, but still in hell.
Yeah, there it is. That's the whole vibe.
Man, and you're missing most of it. The good news is this is only a midterm election, so don't worry. You will have the full 2-year election cycle to look forward to.
Oh, okay.
Because immediately after midterms, we're going to just get bombarded with additional political ads. It'll be fine.
Okay. So 2 things I do want to say about that. 1, I did manage to early vote before leaving El Paso. What the fuck is up, El Paso? And 2, like, the moment I crossed the state line, I somehow started getting, like, ads for this dude, Tim something. What's his?
Oh, Tim Ryan?
Tim Ryan. See, I thought that was too generic to say out loud, but yeah, apparently his name is Tim Ryan.
Yeah. No, he's running for the Democratic candidate for our Senate seat.
Okay, yeah.
Replacing Rob Portman, I think.
Okay.
So. He's pretty chill. Not my first choice, but he's who I gotta go with, then he's who I'm gonna go with.
I'm getting the vibe from him, actually, to be honest.
Yeah, So something that I noticed about his ads in particular is, so you know how like most Democrats use like blue for their signs primarily?
Yeah, and he uses red.
He's using red background with like blue outlined letters, and I think that's really smart because I think it's going to trick a lot of people.
It almost tricked me. I was like, wait a second, is that color right? Like,
yeah, no, the color's right. The color's totally right.
Okay.
It's just, it just is.
Oh, man. But yeah, no, I started getting Tim Ryan in YouTube ads. I recently switched to Spotify Premium, so I don't get those anymore, thank God.
Yeah, good. Oh my God, it's, you can't listen to Spotify in Ohio without some kind of ad block.
Oh, God. Okay.
It's just nonstop.
Yeah, like that was kind of OD. But yeah, he's showing up in YouTube ads. I'm also getting a lot of sports betting. I hear that's big in Ohio, I guess.
Mm-hmm, it super is. Yeah, we got the Football Hall of Fame, you know. You don't know yet.
I don't know, actually. I don't.
We have the Football Hall of Fame and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So in the summer, when they do the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductions, you'll get a lot of information about that event also. Okay.
All right, then. I've just been blocking everything on Twitter now because, like all the ads, because it's just like, Musk is apparently in charge and he's fucking some shit up.
He's apparently fired 50% of the Twitter staff.
Yeah.
So far.
Also, okay.
I don't know who he expects to like actually work at the company now, but okay.
It's really, there's 2 things I want to highlight here. One, allegedly, he asked for like line counts for all the code that like programmers have been writing, and like fired like everyone under a certain line count, which is insane. What? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
That's not how programming works?
No, not even a little bit, actually.
Oh, no.
But yeah, there's that, first off. But also, I've gotten reports this morning, day of recording, that Musk and his team has already started reaching out to some of the programmers that they fired to ask them to come back.
Amazing.
So, that's happening. What's going on?
Oh, God. What a stupid man.
He's very, very dumb, actually.
What a stupid man.
I was talking to you about this earlier, but I still think it's very funny that, like, in people considering the great Twitter exodus, because, a lot of people are probably going to end up having to leave, especially if the platform becomes unusable, that no one's really talking about going to Facebook, even as a joke. Like, it's not even something that anyone's willing to consider. Oh, God.
Right, we're just like, haha, I'm going back to MySpace. I'm finding a new alternative. I'm going to Tumblr. Just Facebook over there like, hi, guys. And everyone's like, ew, no.
Yeah, exactly. Ew, no.
Not even as a last-ditch resort. No way.
Oh, my gosh. Also, Mastodon doesn't seem like a great fit, partially because of what Brian's investigation unturned before. But also the fact that, like, the lack of privacy concerns because you're on federated servers. It turns out that the people who are running those servers will absolutely be able to read your DMs, and like, I don't know if you trust people to do that. I wouldn't. Just saying.
I don't trust my friends to do that. Yeah. Let alone like, I trust Alex to do it because he wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't like reading. He barely reads my text messages, let alone like reads.
God, was that a
DMs,
dig? Holy shit! Oh man. That's right. I gotta find a local library around here. Wait, Aaliyah knows a library around here. I gotta find a library.
The local library down there is good.
Yeah, there we go. I'll find that later. Before I left, I had checked out some books from my local library, but I didn't get to finish them in time because packing's insane. And so like I would like to find those books again so I could read them. One, if I can't remember exactly what it's called. I think it's called like The Iron Maiden, but don't quote me on it. But I know it's written by like an Asian American author, and it sounds like an old anime that I watched as a child called Candidate for Goddess. I don't know if you ever saw it.
No, but it sounds good already. It sounds like something I would have watched.
So Candidate for Goddess was actually a like apocalyptic mecha anime where like the remains of humanity lived on a single space station and like a single like I don't even think it was a real planet. I think it was just like a sort of like a facsimile of one. And basically they would take the ripe crop of 14-year-olds because they're the only ones that can pilot these mechs, and they would basically take them up to the space station, and the 5 best of them would be able to pilot the goddesses, and everyone else got generic mechs. But the people who piloted the goddesses also got like a support partner. So like basically during like in the academy, you basically had like support pilots. You have pilots and you have support engineers. And for the most part, like, they were gendered, but, like, the best one was, like, reverse gendered, as, I guess, like, I don't know, a wink to, like, the future or whatever, I don't know. But basically, it's that. There's an ever-encroaching threat. The mechs are the only thing that are effective, and there are better mechs than the normal mechs. And you had these, like, engineer-pilot pairings. And so this novel was kind of like that, but what it was is that there was a pilot that has gone rogue after like the system failed them and killed their sister who was their support engineer. So now they're like an assassin pilot, like destroying the empire or whatever.
Oh my god.
Yeah. At least that's what I got from like the broad strokes of it. Again, I didn't get to finish the book. I'd like to finish it at some point. And then there's also some sci-fi novel that I didn't really get to start, which I'm kind of mad about, but I know what the cover looks like, so I'll find that later.
That's good. Yeah, I had one of those situations where I left Cincinnati and I moved back up here, where I was like, I had checked out this. It definitely looks like the cover of one of the, like, it should be a trilogy series, and it's about like a girl who's like, it's essentially like a Hunger Games, but like slightly to the left. Okay. Which I was reading a lot of at the time.
Yeah, I get it.
And I was like, I'm never gonna find this book again, but I know what the cover looks like because I don't remember what the book was. I found it at Barnes and Noble the other week, and I bought it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, those are a vibe. I like that. Complete the side quest.
I was just like, I don't know what this is. I don't know when I'm gonna read it, but I have it now.
Okay, so we're a few minutes in, Teagues. It might be a good idea to talk about the thing that we're actually talking about, because we're not actually a book club podcast. No, we're not. But we could be one day.
Not until we start reading the Halo books.
Oh, God, not all the Halo books.
The Skyrim novels.
Oh, man. Oh, actually, what would probably be the best way to jump into that at this point would be to read all the Genshin books.
Ooh, I would read all the Genshin books, though.
Yeah. See, that's what I mean.
Do you mean the books in Genshin?
Yes.
Oh, okay, because that's actually a perfect segue. So if you're playing Genshin Impact, hey guys, this is where we start talking about video games. We're taking a hard pivot to the left for video games, the thing that we actually are here to talk about. If you are playing Genshin Impact, before you finish the current Archon quest, and I'm already sorry for everyone who has already finished the current Archon quest, it's for the Sumeru storyline. Before you finish the entire Archon quest, please read the Genshin books that you've been picking up, because as soon as you finish the Archon quests, an entire series of the books completely change because a character has been erased from the game.
What?
And so the game rewrites the books
what?
in the game so that they don't mention that character anymore. I'm not joking.
Oh my god.
Voice lines from other characters disappear. Item descriptions are changed specifically.
Okay.
It's wild.
All right, Genshin character erasure. Good thing we caught that one.
Yep.
Who's the character? Or is that a spoiler?
Who is the character? No, it's the God of Wisdom.
Ah.
Rudidevata is their name. And all the information about them that is involved in all of the item descriptions and stuff is just completely erased. And people are only finding that out after they finished the quest. So if you want to make sure your big lore binder is completely up to date, you better get those descriptions and stuff before you finish that quest, or you're screwed.
Can't wait for the Genshin mods that like restore the old books.
Oh my gosh. Well, like, so because they're erasing the god of wisdom and replacing, or the god of, I have that backwards. They're erasing the god of the wood and replacing it with the god of wisdom.
Okay.
Who is the current Nahida. I think that's what her title is officially, is the god of wisdom. But yeah, it's wild. Also, after you finish the Archon quest, Amber finally gets a voice line about Kalei, who she took care of when she visited Mondstadt, and they're supposed to be like very good friends. Like in the manga, they talk about it. But in the Kalei came into the game, and Amber did not have a voice line about her, and we're just like, but they're friends. But the stuff says they're friends, and now that the Archon quest is over, she has a voice line for her, so. They didn't forget each other, just the mail got disrupted.
Oh, man.
But yeah. Genshin good.
Okay.
Genshin good. They announced more characters, of course, because Genshin's been on top of that, where they're like, we have the new patch out. These are the characters who are coming in. Here are the characters that are in the closed beta, so no one can fucking leak them because we already did it. And good news, Scaramouche Wanners, you're gonna all be Scaramouche havers, and also he's got an animo vision because he's a sad, sad, sad boy. Sad, sad puppet boy with sob backstory, so of course he gets to be an animo or swirl or whatever we need a new name for the boy band now of 5-star animo characters. And also a new girl whose name I cannot pronounce, who looks like Hatsune Miku.
Oh god.
Literally, I saw her, and I was like, oh my god, I love her. She looks like Hatsune Miku. And then I was like, I wonder if anyone else is seeing this. And literally then, my entire For You page is just, why can't I move my eyes? Why can't I move my mouth? Hatsune Miku! Here. Her name is Faruzan. 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 I will correct my pronunciation after people tell me how to pronounce this correctly. Because I know I'm doing it wrong.
I think I'm just going to call her Miku for the time being.
Yeah, it's just Miku. That's just Miku. Isn't she cute?
Yeah, that's a cute Miku.
Oh my god. She's adorable. Someone is also comparing her to Sona.
I get that.
Because, yes, Sona is Miku. We know this. But, interesting things about her character design in particular are mostly around her eyes. Her eyes actually have diamond-shaped pupils, or upside-down triangle-shaped pupils, which is different from other characters so far. There are very few characters who have different shaped pupils specifically, and they always have something wonk going on with them. So I'm very excited to see who this sad animo girl is. Now it's not just Sucrose and the boys, it's also this girl.
All right, shit.
Thrilled. Can't wait. Love her already. World is hers.
World is hers? Launched her already?
I'm a getter. I have to log in and I have to pull for Layla at the second half of this banner. She's the new 4-star, space ice girl, astrologist. And I need her, and I'm gonna put her and this new girl on a team, and I'm just gonna have all twin-tailed characters on one team.
Team Twin Tails seems like a vibe.
Team Twin Tails is gonna be OP also, because it's gonna be, Barbara, Keqing, this new girl, and Layla, and it's just gonna be a freeze swirl team, a superconduct freeze swirl. I'm done. That's my main team already. Set.
All right,
God,
then.
it's gonna be fun. I can't wait. She's so cute. God damn it. Genshin really do be making character designs that are very good.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. I hear that.
God, I like this game. It's so big, though. I'm gonna need a whole nother hard drive by the time we get to fucking Schneznaya for it.
I mean, Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah.
But, it could be worse. Your hard drive could be filled with Call of Duty.
You're right. It could be full of Call of Duty. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 was just re-released or whatever. And did you hear that the lead composer for the project left immediately after the game came out because he's not happy? He's like, this was not my artistic vision and I'm never doing this again.
Oh, fuck. No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he's mad about it.
Jesus
But, like,
Christ.
fair. You know what?
Hans Zimmer?
Yeah.
Hans Zimmer used to work on Modern Warfare? That's OD.
Hans Zimmer, that's why the soundtrack's so fucking good, though.
Okay,
Hans Zimmer good.
Okay,
Hans Zimmer also recently joined TikTok. Fun fact.
Let me see. There's an audio director who's not listed, but Sarah Schachner is the one that left. Yeah, reported by Variety. I'm sad to say I can no longer continue to compose music for Modern Warfare 2/Warzone. Over the past couple of months, the working dynamic with the audio director has become increasingly challenging, and I don't see any path forward. As of now, I am unsure of the status and release plan for the soundtrack, as it has been taken out of my hands. Okay, yeah, but what a big deal.
It is, but also, that's your Call of Duty, that's your boots on the ground update. I said I wasn't going to cover it anymore, and then I did. Whoops.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Schachner. Sticking to her guns. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. We appreciate it.
Okay, but Teague, what the real question is, the one that everyone wants to know the answer to, how is Potions Permit?
How is Potions Permit? It's really cute. It's really cute. It's, if you enjoy Harvest Moon, which is a game where you have your little routine. Like, if you enjoy games where you have your little routine that you do every day and you have lots of little characters that you can interact with and potentially romance, I think you will enjoy Potions Permit. It's very cute. You are a chemist, quote unquote, and you have arrived from the capital city to this little podunk town, and you're going to help heal the mayor's daughter. That's the whole reason you've been summoned, essentially. And nobody likes this. Everybody hates you because you're a chemist from the capital, and so you're just out here doing your thing. And there's like a guy who's like a wizard. I don't know if he's actually a wizard, but like he has a cape and wears a tux, so it feels like a wizard. And he's like, I've done everything I can do, and obviously I just need to try new things. And I'm just like, I'm gonna make a potion and I'm gonna give it to her, and then she's gonna get better, because that's how medicine works.
Yeah.
And they're like, sure, but you can only use ingredients that you find in the woods nearby. You have to use local ingredients. And you're like, oh, okay, locally sourced. I can do that. And then you do it. And then his daughter gets better, like, immediately. And they're like, cool, do you want to stay on and run our hospital? And you're like, yeah, I guess. And then everyone likes you. Because now you're no longer a stranger from the capital. You're the new person who's moved to our town.
Okay, yeah.
And so then people will, like, talk to you and let you shop in their stores and stuff.
Well, at least there's that, right?
Yeah. I've unlocked all 3 areas. It's not like, it doesn't feel like it's a very long game, if that makes sense. Okay. But there's, like, stuff to do, if that makes sense. There's, like, 3 areas where you can gather ingredients. There's the forest area, which you kind of, like, expand into the longer you're there. And then there's a glacial mountain area in the north, and then a desert area in the south. And you can fast travel at any point to like locations within these areas, so that you can get there quick if you need to like jump from one area to another area to get a certain ingredient. Okay. You know? You run a little clinic that has 6 beds, and in the morning, like, a little alarm will go off to let you know if a new patient has arrived in the clinic, and then you can go over to the clinic and you play, like, a little mini game, like a little Simon Says, or a little, like, rhythm tapper or whatever, to diagnose their issue, and then it'll tell you what potion you need to brew in order to fix their problem.
Okay.
And then you get to put all of the ingredient pieces into the specific shape of that potion, and then if you fit all the ingredient pieces in, you can brew the potion.
Okay.
You have to fill it in within, like, you can only use a certain number of, like, pieces, and the shape has to be filled in completely. And all the ingredients are different shapes, also. So, like, one will be like a tetra. They're all kind of like Tetris-y piece shaped, but you can't spin any of them. They are stuck in their one position. So, yeah. Yeah, it starts out very, very easy, and then ends up, like, gets harder, but also easier as you get more stuff, because, after you unlock the second area, they start restricting, like, what elements you can use. So everything is assigned one of the, like, 4 elements. The regular ones, earth, fire, wind, and water.
Sure.
And then it'll be like, oh, you can make, like, this potion that's for your eyes. You can't put any fire elements in, because otherwise you'll burn their eyes. You know?
Yeah.
Or like this one, you can only use air elements in, and so you have to only use pieces that correspond with air or whatever. And you can, like, upgrade, if you upgrade your actual, like, potion kettle? I don't know. The like, actual thing that you brew your potions in, you can use more pieces for the same shapes, which can make stuff easier, and is definitely necessary for the like, more advanced potions. But yeah, it's fun. I'm enjoying it. It's cute. There are 2 guys you can romance, and there's, like, 4 girls you can romance.
Okay.
And it doesn't seem to mind, like, I picked, like, the girl avatar, but you can choose, like, the pronouns that you want them to refer to you as.
Okay.
It's, male, female, or non-binary, so they'll just use they, them for you.
Mm-hmm.
You can choose either, like, the femme avatar or the masculine avatar. There are, I picked the girl avatar, and there are some, like, short, like, boyish hairstyles, like, more masculine, I guess, hairstyles,
okay.
To choose from if I want. But, like, I don't know, it's cute. They're cute. And it doesn't seem to, like, the characters themselves don't seem to care, like, if you're the girl avatar or if you're the boy avatar, like, if you hit their love event, you hit their love event, and that's it.
Cool.
Yeah. It's pretty good. I'm gonna probably beat the game fairly shortly. In addition to, like, doing the regular stuff, though, like, you know, the regular, like, learn about the townspeople and do the potion stuff. You can also, like, upgrade your house and upgrade the clinic itself to be, like, nicer and cleaner. But it does take a while to, like, get enough money if you aren't, like, also brewing a ton of extra potions and selling them for money. There's a bird that comes and takes your extra potions to the capital to be sold.
Just a bird, huh?
Yeah, and if you catch him, if it's already emptied your little mailbox and it's flying away and you refill your mailbox, if it's still on the screen, it gets mad. And it will fly back and pick up the rest of the stuff that you dumped in your little mailbox.
That's pretty funny.
But it's not happy about it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I can't believe we gotta come back again. Yeah, okay.
It's just like, are you fucking kidding me? Really? I just picked up 10 potions. You want me to pick up 10 more? Fine, I'll do it, but I'm not happy about it.
Oh, man.
It's very cute. I'm enjoying it. I wouldn't say it's like, it's not like it's not going to be like Game of the Year or anything,
okay.
But it is very cute, and it is very nice. It's like a good, cozy, like, early fall game, I think.
Okay. For sure.
Yeah.
Potions permit. Okay.
Potions permit is cute. It's cute. How's Tim?
Oh, Temtem's sick.
Yeah.
I'm having a great time. I mean, I'm playing it again, so, like, I definitely have, like, a bit more knowledge going into it than I did the first time. I have recently cleared the content that was at the first year mark of early access, which was, like, 4 dojos, right? Because there was the one in Arisola, There's 2 in Amnesia, and then there's Tukma. Oh, 5 actually, because then the one in Vumbi. Yeah. So, I've passed through 3 major biomes, which is seaside or coastal, I guess, and then tropical / like volcanic and desert. And the end of that ended with like an actual like war event. Like basically there's a skirmish where you like reclaim a city from like Team Rocket.
Ah.
And and they even kill off your rival. They push him off of a cliff.
Oh my god.
And he's presumed dead. That's just where we're
no.
at. Yeah. So after that was like the end of the first year event, or the first year. It was the event at the end of the first year early access stuff. And then they open up the second part, which is they make you a arm of a new like inner archipelagic organization called the Archipelagic Congress, and you are a congressional agent, which grants you some powers and access, allows you to go and investigate things on the Congress's behalf. And so you need to find out what's going on with Bel Soto before they try to take over another city. Because, I mean, like, it's Team Rocket or whatever, but, like, they definitely took over a city. They established multiple fronts to fight upon. They took over major paths of, like, travel and even blew up a bridge. So, like, can't let that just keep going. So, you go to a new continent, which is Sipanku, and you arrive at Neo Edo, which is super futuristic Japan, which is neat. And you basically push Clan Bel Soto off of like the island because they're trying to capture like a deserter with their flying airship, but like you disrupt enough things where if they stayed too long, they'd basically get jumped by the dojo. And like while like they're not afraid of most dojo places, Neo Edo's pretty well organized, and also they have digital Temtem. They make digital Temtem, which is the advantage that Clan Bel Soto has had up until this point. So they don't want to square up with them, so they disappear. And you work with the deserter, who apparently was also in Clan Bel Soto and was a close friend of Max's. So they have you basically retrace Max's steps, and that's when you find out that Max hasn't just been Clan Bel Soto since the beginning of this adventure. They've been Clan Bel Soto like the entire time, like the whole time they've been living in the island and whatnot. And so like there's definitely been some like corruption of him, but it also means that Clan Bel Soto is a lot more organized than people thought they were. They weren't just like a group of thugs that were just like knocking over places. They were a sophisticated network that was stealing and smuggling and giving digital Temtem to like prospective trainers all over the archipelago. So that means that
that's wild.
Yeah, right? Very big deal. You also uncover who's been stealing digital Tems from Nanto Labs, which the dojo master Sasayo was aware of. But she thought that like it was just something that was, cost of doing business. Like, oh man, some kid's just taking digital Tems, but they keep showing up in the wild, so it's probably fine. But no, it turns out it's the backbone of a criminal organization. We should probably do something about that.
Oh no. Turns out.
Yeah, so we were digging into that, and we found the guy inside Nanto Labs who was stealing them. We don't know why they were stealing them, but we do know that they're related to a person whose records have been wiped from like the public like records, or essentially like because in Neo Edo there is like a they continue like the shrine priest tradition, and when you become a priest, they basically wipe you from all public records. Like they just make you a person that didn't exist. And so, when this person who was potentially the mastermind behind the digital Temtem thefts became a priest, all relevant information in the public records of Neo Edo were wiped, just gone. And normally they don't do that if they know you're involved with a crime, but they didn't know they were involved with a crime at the time, so they didn't do it. So they just wiped them. So I got to find this person. But luckily, both of my leads take me to like the next part of like this archipelago island, or this island, Sipanku. But the problem is that I need crystal skates to continue, and I lost my crystal skates when my airship was firebombed by Clan Bel Soto, and it crashed in the middle of Tukma. So I needed new skates, but I did some questing. And someone gave me new skates, some mysterious benefactor named Shiratama. I don't know who they are yet, but they seem to be a priest of some kind, and I'm interested in meeting them again, I guess.
A different priest who's been wiped from public record, or
I think it's different because they use different names. Shiratama may be a misnomer, or like or what's the word? A pseudonym? There it is.
Yeah.
But the person who was wiped from the records was named like Nanko, like specifically.
Okay.
So yeah, there's more to do. The story is neat. They're doing things, even things that like are RPG like, less than like Pokemon like, which is interesting. The Thames are still cool. Digital as a type is very interesting. And I've done a bit more of like the fleshing out, exploring stuff that I've been meaning to do. Like one thing that's cool is this game does have an Eevee in it, which is it's basically the second tem that they give you. You get like the first tem, which is like your pick of like the mental melee and crystal types or whatever, and then they give you another one. This toucan named 2Y, and it's just a little like a pelican. It has an ability that makes it like easier for it to deal damage to multiple targets, which is cool, you know. But it's actually the EV in the game. There are places that are protected. They're called places of power. And 2i is what's called a metamimetic Temtem, which is a Temtem that has the ability to change when placed in a particular place. Kind of like the way that like Leafeon and Iceon, or Glaceon, you were able to get in
Iceon?
Pokemon. Yeah, right? Fuck me. Glaceon and Leafeon evolved in those games.
Okay.
And so, like, you don't get stones, at least to my knowledge. I haven't seen a stone that can evolve a Tem yet. But the places, the metamimetic, like, locations or whatever, are protected by various cults. I have faced 2 of them so far in this playthrough, which is the ones at Dobnus Rest, which is, like, the Order of the Crystal. And these are specific, like, monotype challenges. Like, these people will not even like talk to you unless you're holding a team where all your Temtem at least have one crystal typing. And then if you prove yourself worthy by beating the gauntlet, then you can go into the space behind it, which allows you to evolve 2Y into its crystal form, which is 2 Vine. And it also gives you a space where you are able to fight very strong crystal types. It's one crystal type, but the crystal type is like level 70. So it's difficult to catch at most stages of the game, but it's a great place to grind if you have something that can like quickly beat a level 70 crystal type, which I do, because, Cheeto / my size munch is still here, so I can do that. And then I found another one, which is actually in one of the original spots, which is the Agua Marina Caves, which is tied to some like larger like legend regarding someone called the Sea Queen and the Sea Queendom. Don't know too much about that, but the water traders there have really cool hoodies, and I want them. But I fought my gauntlet through them, and that was cool. And then I was able to evolve. And then it's like 2Y into 2 Kai, which is the water type, which is horrifically weak to electric type. It's ×4. But
oh no.
The first time I played through the game, I used a 2Y to fight my way through a lot of the digital Tems, because a lot of the digital Tems actually have a secondary typing that's like vulnerable to water, which is nice. Or like vulnerable to wind, because like there was like Cycrox, which is digital, like toxic. So like if the water doesn't work, the wind will. And then for most digital types, they're already weak to water and electric. So that's why Gazuma is also really popular playing through the game, because like wind electric like allows you to just stomp through a lot of the game, like basically all the way through until that one section when you have to fight those crystal types. And I know where the fire one is. It's actually in the volcano, and I think I can actually get to it now. But the thing is that I need to fight it with a team that's like, all have fire typings, which I don't use a lot of fire on my teams. And also, the level entry point for them is around 70. So, like, I need real fire types when I go deal with them. And so, like, I'm not ready for that yet. And I actually don't know where the Earth one is, but I'm pretty sure it's in that tunnel between Nuru Lodge and the Tassa Desert, which I passed through, like, on the end of my last stream. So, like, because there's one room that's just, like, absolutely dark, and I was just like, nope, I'm trying to get through this. I can't explore this absolutely dark room right now. But, when I have a bit more bandwidth, like, I'll explore it, and maybe that'll take me to the place, because that's where you get Turok, and Turok is the Earth, Wind, 2Y evolution, and that one's meta. That one's really strong, because, like, it's a wind type that's not weak against electric, which is a big deal, so it's good for switch-ins. And I believe it actually has a pretty good, like, offensive type in, like, Earth type, which is nice. Also, I think, like, nature type isn't, like, meta at the moment because it's so vulnerable to a lot of stuff. So there's also that. But Turok's good. So, like, I might actually, like, raise a Turok at some point. But yeah, there's that. And let me see.
So wait, can you just freely change it, or is it, like, a one path?
No, it's a one path.
Like Eevee is.
Yeah, it's like Eevee. But, like, you, the thing is that every time you unlock a new space, like, you get, like, the level 70 busted Tem that's there, plus, like, 2Ys that'll show up.
Oh, okay.
So you can farm.
I see.
You can farm 2Ys just about, like, at any of those spots, which is, like, convenient. And then, like, once you have one that you like or whatever, you can just take, like, 3 steps over and then put it on the altar, and then it evolves, and then you're good.
Okay. That's kind of neat.
Yeah. I've also been poking into some of the clothing shops and the furniture shops, and it is expensive. But it does seem to be region specific, which is nice. I don't know if the stuff like really cycles, but like pretty much everything that like I see like for purchase there is like something that I've seen in like a house or like a character wearing already, which is useful. So it's just like, oh hey, I remember these goggles in Tukma; those were sick. And, like, I wonder where I can get them. You can just go to the Tukma shop and you pick it up, and you're good. Also, I met a pirate, an air pirate that had all the 2Y evolutions, Captain Malika, and it looks like there's like sea shanties written into their dialogue, or sea shanty lines written into their dialogue, which is fun. I think, and I went to that the bathhouse, the Onsen Shima. And I did an Ubu voice for like 15 minutes, so there was that.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, Jesus Christ! But
suffering.
It was a lot. I was hoping they'd stop, but like I forgot that they didn't. But yeah, Temtem remains a good time. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It gives me hope for future Pokemon likes. I have been running into some errors sometimes, and I think it's like the fact that it is like an online game where like sometimes like animations will like stick or something, and I've gotten a bit more patient with them where if I just sit for a while they'll like go through, but like a lot of the times I'll actually just like force quit the game, and I feel like the game knows that I'm doing it, because when I like force quit it does like an actual like fade out animation as opposed to just like throwing the game in the trash or whatever.
Oh, okay, interesting.
But yeah, I'm very interested in like the late game, because another thing that I've been running into is like running into like the weekly dojos. Because there are 6 like player controllable dojos on the map, on the archipelago, and so every week like top trainers, or like I guess groups of trainers, will like work together to like claim a dojo and then hold it against like people who attack them. So like because they're not beholden to like standard like Pokemon rules, I'm pretty sure like you don't have to like subscribe to a monotype or any particular theme. You just have to be able to hold it. So I wonder what kind of strategies people do to like hold like the dojo and stuff. Because I know you kind of have to do it in one run. Like you can't just like repeatedly beat people and like heal. Like you have to like basically like walk through the place and win. So I wonder what kind of like stuff they put together to like really trip people up. But I got to do my own digging on that. It's going to take some time.
I'm almost like afraid to pick up Pokemon Violet next week.
Okay.
By the time this episode comes out, I will have already picked it up. But I'm almost afraid to pick it up because I know it's not going to be as good as Temtem has been. Like, I have an expectation of how, like, the dialogue in this Pokemon game is going to work, and, like, the way that the world is going to be set up and stuff that, like, is not going to be as fun as what I'm watching you do in Temtem.
I mean, it could be really fun, Teagues. Like, they could have, like, fleshed out the cooking simulator more. Again, I'm also still really interested in how the like, open worldness, like, adds to, like, the experience. Because, like, you'll end up with, like, your own unique, like, Pokemon trainer path and whatnot. And maybe the crystal thing could be fun. I think it has potential. It's not exactly what I want, but, like, I get it. And I do want to maintain that, like, while Temtem is extremely fun, it's not exactly what I'd want, I guess. I think there were things that, like, I would have, like, designed into, like, a Pokemon MMO, but I like what they're doing. They seem to have a clear idea, and they're, like, working with what they got. And, even then, there's still Koromon, Teagues. Koromon is just, like, allegedly a bargain, like, Pokemon-like, that, like, apparently is doing wild shit on its own. So, do you want to talk about this Mimic Pokemon, since we're already here?
I don't want to talk about the Mimic Pokemon, but I will. So 20 minutes before we started recording, Nintendo announced a new Pokemon. It's stupid.
What's it called, Teagues?
It's 100% stupid. It's called Gimmighoul.
Yep, it's called Gimmighoul.
It's a little critter who lives inside a chest full of coins. The chest full of coins is obviously not a real chest full of coins. It's like a mimic. Haha. Because these Pokemon, quote unquote, resemble treasure chests and hide all over the Paldea region.
But it's not always in the treasure chest.
No, it's not always in the treasure chest. Sometimes it has a roaming form. And it's got these little antennae that act as like little dowsing rods and seem to point it towards treasure. But they run as soon as trainers approach, so, like, it's very hard to catch one in roaming form.
Gimmighoul. Oh, man. What if they do, like... So, one thing that I did like in Final Fantasy XIV is that when you did the gathering stuff, like you're gathering weeds or chopping down trees or whatever, you had a chance to get like a treasure map that, like, when you activate, it basically tells you to go to a place like on the map in the world. And then when you go to that place, you can fight a monster there. You fight a monster, and then once the monster dies, it leaves behind a portal to like a new treasure dimension. And then, like... Oh my god. Yeah, right? And then you go through the portal, and then you basically fight, like, waves of mobs, but then it just gives you, like, a 50-50 chance of, like, being able to continue or not continue. So it's just, like, you, like, pick, like, the left door or the right door, like, every time. And as far as I know, there isn't a rhyme or reason to it. I think it's actually pure randomness. But, like, if you get to the end, you get, like, really, really rare, like, crafting materials that allow you to make, like, cool stuff. Like, for example... one of them was like a leather that allowed you to make, and I'm not kidding, like a North Face jacket with like the fur hood and everything.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not.
Oh my god.
It was called Urban Coat. It's a Final Fantasy 14 thing, and like people who were crafters, especially the people that were like, really into it in Final Fantasy 14, what they would do is that they would, grab all the stuff that they're supposed to get through normal gathering, and then when they stacked up enough like maps, like they would sit around until they have like something between like 5 and 20, and then they would just make an evening of just like going through and like trying to get like the rarest material and see what you could make from it. And like this Urban Coat, Teagues, like you're looking at it, okay.
Yeah.
This Urban Coat completed, like, because you needed to be an Omni crafter to make it, also. Like, you needed to have, like, max crafting levels in, like, 3 or 4 different things, and, like, and that's just to make the coat. Like, to make the components for the coat, you needed to, like, be able to convert other stuff using other classes and shit. It was kind of annoying. But people would sell like fully like crafted urban coats on the market board for like 5 million gil. Just all the time. It was a whole fucking thing. But
yeah, I bet. God, that's. Can you at least make it not army green?
Yes. These are dyeable. Good. Yeah.
Good.
But yeah, like, what if Gimme Ghoul is actually not just like a goofy like one-off Pokemon, but is actually like the beginning of like a whole new like dimension of play? That could be cool.
That I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not convinced.
No, yeah.
I'm not convinced Pokemon is that smart.
I'm not sure if like Pokemon Company is actually going to take that swing, because from what I've learned over the years is that Pokemon Company is very content to do like their one thing and like nothing else every time they like put out a Pokemon game. Which is fine. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think like the biggest swing that they made was like Black, White, and Unova, where they had like Paris and like a centralized map and like 3D graphics and character customization and mega evolutions, and all that was cool all at once. And then like, later on we like, oh, this time you get Z forms, or like this time you get non-traditional gyms, like stuff like that. And maybe they're not taking a swing on a bunch of stuff, but like, Pokemon Company is gonna have competition, like real competition, going forward. So, like, I think this is the time that they really got to start swinging on new ideas.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I don't think they will. Not yet. Yeah. I mean, they just were like, oh, we're gonna make it an open world game where you and 4 friends can play at the same time. So
that's also a big deal.
I'm not optimistic. Yeah, it is a big deal for Pokemon, but I'm not optimistic that they're going to dump a bunch of new additional features in,
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I'm not even convinced we're going to get new clothes. I think we're going to be stuck in our school uniform the whole time. That's going to make me sad.
Yeah, maybe. Also, what's with these, like impromptu concert things? Like, you've seen these, right? And, like, Scarlet Violet, where, like, the Team Rocket this time, like, you'll just be wandering the world and then you'll just see like a giant truck with like a billion speakers coming off of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, see that those trucks specifically, they remind me of like the Japanese deco trucks.
Okay.
For night drivers. You know what I'm talking about?
Vaguely.
Let me see if I can find a picture really quick. Japanese neon. They're like, let me get like this. Here we go. This is a good one.
Okay.
The Deco Toro trucks. They just look like that to me.
Yeah, that seems like exactly what they are, actually.
Yeah, but like they're like art. Oh, but they're also like they are delivery trucks. Like they do work. They do stuff, I don't know. So I'm not sure how much these are going to be like concert trucks and how much they're going to be like not concert trucks.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
I hear that. I just want to know when we're going to get the next super crazy high budget Pokemon music video like we did with Bump a Chicken in 2020.
Oh my god, I hope it's soon. I hope it's so soon. God, that thing was so sick.
Yeah, it was.
When's that? I want to follow those protagonists. Why weren't those the protagonists for Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu? Why wasn't, like, that the game where they were like, actually, you've unlocked the MMO with Pokemon. You start with an Eevee or a Pikachu, and then we go.
Oh, man. Also, I really like how, like, they kind of, like, traded, like, starters at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And then basically, like, they reunited at the end. It's like, oh, yeah, that's my Pikachu. Here we go. Come on.
Yeah. Here's my little shit. What have you been up to?
Oh, man.
You're a Pikachu, and I'm a Pikachu.
You're a Pikachu!
Hey, Brian, how you doing?
I'm here.
Coming from the middle of Hell's Half Acre, Brian Cartwright.
Accurate. Unquestioned.
We are all in hell together, but we're not in the same hell.
That's true.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Rocky,
mm-hmm.
You're not in America's belt buckle.
There's a case to be made that maybe I never was, but yeah, I'm definitely I'm in Hell's Foyer now. I'm not quite at the front door. We made it past there. I think maybe Hell opens on the other side. I forget how geography works.
But you have some proximity to Hell at this point.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely in the shits.
Some proximity. Yeah. Gosh. So it sounds like I just heard about some Pikachus. I just slid into that.
Mm-hmm.
Have we already talked about Temtem? Did I miss the Temtem?
You did.
We're kind of swimming
But
through
you can
Temtem
continue to talk about Temtem.
Brian, are you picking up Temtem?
No, I'm scanning this document.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. There's Temtem. American Truck Driving. Is that you talking about the move?
Yeah.
Okay. American Truck Driving Simulator. So that's just you being cheeky in the dock.
Oh, that's me being cheeky in the dock.
All right. Okay. That is cheekiness in the dock.
It's very good.
Okay.
Thank you. I worked hard on it.
Okay, so Rocky did not do that thing where he had somebody else drive the goods and then he climb aboard a plane. Oh yeah, but there was all that. You know what, Brian? If I had remembered that stuff in chat, I wouldn't even have to ask that question because there was the thing, there was the crisis, there was the credit card, all that stuff.
Oh man, that was kind of bullshit. I'm still kind of mad about that.
Okay. Did we already review that with the listeners?
No, we haven't touched it at all. So I've recently moved. I no longer live in Texas. I did early vote. I did mention that. But I ended up driving across the country, and I needed a U-Haul to do that. It turned out because I had a lot of stuff that I needed to move personally that I didn't trust another person to do, so I decided I was going to do it myself. So I was going to go rent a U-Haul. Actually, the story begins about 3 weeks before the move. Because I was doing my research, or, acting upon my research, which told me that I should reserve my truck about 2 weeks in advance. And I'm like, all right, I mean, I guess. This seems weird, but sure. And I go to the place, and I was talking to a U-Haul renting place that doubled as a gas station. And I was trying to talk to them about renting my truck, and allegedly they could not process my reservation because the website that they used to process them said it was too soon to schedule my thing, and they just told me to come back 2 days before or whatever. So I'm like, all right, this was my lunch break, but sure, I'll come back 2 weeks before or 2 days before. And so I went. I just ordered it online. 2-3 days before, which is it was a week before because I got the boxes about a week before.
Right.
And then the truck I reserved, it was going to be a 10-foot truck. And while I was at work, I got a text message from U-Haul saying, hey, we want to offer you a free 5x7 trailer. And I was like, why? And after some deliberation, it became apparent that they needed the trailer on this side of the country. And rather than paying someone to drive the trailer across the country, they would just give it to me for free, and that would be the bonus. And initially I was reluctant, but since my job decided that I didn't need to be fired and instead could continue my work remote, I resolved that I could put my work shit in the trailer and then the rest of my shit in the truck. Jesus Christ. I kind of wish I didn't take that trailer. I kind of wish that I had just put everything into the truck because, the driving that trailer around and keeping an eye on it was, the foremost, cause of anxiety throughout my entire trip. Because I couldn't convince myself that I could just drive 55 miles the whole time. So it was just every time I'd switch a lane or go down a hill that brought me over 60 miles an hour, I'd frantically look back to make sure that the trailer was still there.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was a bad time. Also, the states of America's roads need to be patched, honestly. There are way too many potholes, too many weird turns, and sometimes they're just not well lit enough at night. And I feel like someone should do something about that. Just saying. Talk to your congressman or whatever. But I drove the first day, which was just about 10 hours from where I used to live, El Paso, to a suburb in Dallas where I stayed with family. And then the next day, I gave myself a choice. I could try to drive the entire drive, the rest of it, which was it's estimated to be about 15 hours, or I could stop in Nashville at about 8 to 10 hours. Like I'd get there in the middle of the night and then just finish the remaining 6 hours the following day. Now, a reasonable, intelligent, well-balanced person would absolutely choose to take a break in Nashville. I did not do that at all, actually. I figured, fuck it, I could do it. And I wouldn't do it again, I think. I was definitely, like, losing my mind a bit around 3 a.m. Monday morning, where I was still, like, 2.5 hours outside of Columbus.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was it was really dark, and I was having a hard time making sure that I was still like on the road. I didn't go off road or anything, but like I couldn't see like the ends of it, and I just like saw like abyss around like the road around me, and I was like, this is not great. I'm worried about this, but I kept driving. I did stop in Kentucky. At a gas station where I napped for about an hour, and then I got back on the road. And then I got here around 7 a.m. Monday, and now I'm here. It's been about a week now. Life is pretty good.
You'll love to hear it. I mean, not
You
the
have
best
only
part.
gotten to see the back of the Hell is Real sign, though.
You got me there, Teeks.
You got to see the side with the 10 Commandments on it.
I did. I think,
which is not the more interesting side.
I think I saw a bit of that, but also it was still very dark.
It was very dark.
The night was dark and full of terrors. That's definitely the truth.
The terrors didn't approach your car, though, so that's an important, like, a key factor.
Oh, that's true.
If the terrors start coming out of the field, then you gotta just book it.
Oh,
speed limit does not matter then.
I did have to make sure that the truck was warded before I left. But yeah, like, fucking U-Haul tried to double charge my card for, like, the truck because they forgot to give me, because they forgot that they didn't have furniture pads. So they charged me for the furniture pads first, and then they tried to undo the transaction and then send it again. And, like, that caused, like, an hour-long debacle. And, like, I ended up having to call my card company, and eventually U-Haul just fixed it. But holy shit, it was ridiculous. Oh, man. But yeah, American Truck Driving Simulator, not as good. Fuck, what is the name? Brian, you know the name of that game. They play it, like, at charity, like, game-a-thons and stuff. It takes, like, famously, like, 13 to, like, 16 hours to play. Where you're, like, a bus driver.
Oh, God. That Penn and Teller game. That was...
Right.
It was never formally released.
Correct.
Let's see here.
God damn it. I don't remember what it's called, but I know you're a bus driver and you drive through like the desert of like, and it's like, it's a real drive. Okay. Desert Bus. There we go.
Yes, which was part of Penn and Teller's Smoke and Mirrors. It was one of the games within that. Okay, cool. The other mini games were What's Your Sign, Mofo the Psychic Gorilla, and Buzz Bombers.
Oh yeah. Bofo. Goddamn. Rip Bofo. But yeah, like Desert Bus is a drive from Tucson to Las Vegas. And it's actually like 8 real-time hours because you're driving in a bus whose top speed is 45 miles an hour.
Is it that short? 1 second, checking. I thought it was longer because I thought that you could do it in real time. It is only 8.
Yeah. But, like, it's 8 hours of, like, doing, like, you know, actual bus driving, so you have to, like, adjust the wheel and everything, like, the whole time. So, like, I think, like, I feel like there is, like, a lose condition that makes you have to restart, but I can't remember what it is.
Jesus Christ. If the bus stops or veers off the road, it will stall and must be towed back to Tucson, also in real time.
Yeah, there it is. That's the thing.
Oh my god, no!
That's what it does.
No! No! Bullshit. Mud. Really?
Yes.
All the way back to Tucson?
Yeah, you have to
Fuck that.
Tracked all the way back to Tucson.
Jesus Christ.
If the player
man.
makes it to Las Vegas, 1 point is scored. The player then
Right.
has the option to return to Tucson for another point.
Right.
A decision which must be made in seconds where the game ends.
Right. Yep.
Players
Jesus
may continue to make trips and score
Christ.
points as long as their endurance lasts.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's Desert Bus.
Jesus. The game cannot be paused. Yeah,
I know it can't be fucking paused. It's the Dark Souls of driving games, Brian.
Oh my god. Okay, so what you do, this is how you do it. You switch on and off every time you get to wherever, right?
Mhm.
You gotta switch. Right?
Sometimes I think I think there've been like plays of Desert Bus where like you do it in teams.
Yeah.
I've
Mhm.
heard of it before. I just like,
You have like a night team and a day team.
oh fuck. Oh man. Fucking Desert Bus.
I
God
know that
damn
those
it.
folks who used to do way back in the day, some of the folks who did like the parody news stuff for Penny Arcade,
Uh-huh.
would specifically run Desert Bus during Extra Life, like, and they full on had like T-shirts that they would put out for it too. Like, it was a whole thing.
Yeah, actually, Desert Bus for Hope, which is actually a charity event where people play Desert Bus for charity, is going to start in a couple days after recording, but it's going to end before this episode comes out. So I hope Desert Bus for Hope 2022 went well.
You remember that video game that came out a few years ago called Roundabout, where you're the limo driver who just keeps on spinning the limo instead of just driving it forward in a straight line?
Oh, God. Hold on. Let me look at this real quick. Oh, it's with this lady on it.
Yes.
It's a 70s B movie game? That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, because like even though the gameplay itself is not FMV at all, like it is just, it's filled chock full of massive amounts of FMV cutscenes.
Mm-hmm.
And when you finally beat Roundabout,
Mm-hmm.
like your character, the limo driver, and her girlfriend have finally gotten married, and they're gonna leave the city, and they're gonna be together.
Mm-hmm.
And she no longer feels compelled to spin the limo. She can now just drive the limo forward.
Yeah.
And at which point the game then takes you to the ending of Roundabout, which is the limo driver and her new wife on driving to their honeymoon, which is 8 hours of desert driving continuously if you can manage it.
Jesus Christ.
If you stall or stop, you must be towed back to your start. Like, yeah. The end of the post credit sequence for Roundabout is just a recreation of Desert Bus.
All right, Jesus.
Video games, everybody. Video games.
Video games.
Brian, you been out here snapping?
Yeah. I noticed that they finally start letting people play together.
Oh yeah, like did they do it all the way at the bottom, or do you still have to get to 30 or whatever?
No, you still have to get to 30. What was going on was that like before even beyond 30, they still definitely had the baby bumpers on, and a lot of what people were playing with were bots. I have no idea like how they were determining like who did or didn't get bots. But now, like, if you reach 30, you just no bots, just flat out.
All right.
But before they had players still divided into two populations, which were you get humans, you don't. Yeah, I'm real curious about that. Like, what was the governing logic? Like, I mean, my only guess is people who got bots were folks who managed to win even though they had made multiple mathematically incorrect plays through the game. And so it's like, yeah, it's like, you're not very good at this game, but you just beat people because they were more ass. And, like, because I could see, like, putting that kind of player population into a bot pool first, because you're like, all right, if we let these people play with real humans who are already good, then they're going to lose and they're going to get upset, and then they might not throw money at this thing. So why don't we give them some rubber baby buggy bumpers and see what they do? Which is a whole vibe, like catfishing people in to spend more time on Snap. Like, it's like, okay, can we do this long enough so that way it becomes a habit? So that way when we give them real humans, they just, they stay anyway.
I mean, I get that. I think like this like bot assisted like population thing really helped like their day one.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'd go as far to call it like nefarious. It's definitely a little disingenuous. I can accept that. But I don't know. It seemed like I was having a pretty good time. It was very clear to me that I was like beating people that didn't seem like they were doing very well. But like, now that I'm playing like normal people, I had like time to like cut my teeth on like, oh, this is how the game seems to work. Seems to be beneficial, as far as I can tell.
I mean, like there's things I'm liking about it. There's things there's things I like about it. There's things I don't like about it. Like I do not like the limitation of the 6-round structure.
Okay.
Because it essentially makes, like, there is no choice for a playstyle other than aggro. Like you're just trying to, like, I mean, like, despite the fact that, like, ostensibly what you're trying to do is control locations on a board, on a play field, like, there's no such thing as like a slow decision, or like you can't just like lean back and wait for something to happen. Everything has to happen fast. Like, every play style is aggro, because there is no, like, burning somebody out. There is no leaning back. There is no waiting, like Magic the Gathering or Hearthstone, like, because Snap is like built around, like, okay, this game is going to take 5 minutes tops. Like, if both you and your opponent are the type of person who sits there and goes, you've got a 5-minute game.
Right.
And, like, as somebody who has always enjoyed control and tempo decks in card games, it's a little faster by taste. I really, really love the whole control point on the playfield thing. I really love this, like, 3 control points, like, essentially dividing the card field into, like, different areas, because that adds, like, a real layer of complexity, and also the speed at which, like, locations are revealed. It is, like, tasty good RNG, because you could have somebody, like, put something down in the space before something is revealed, and then just be like, ta-da, okay, like, you rolled bad on that one, bad. Like, so, like, I like the way it handles RNG. I like the different control points, because that seems to, like, key into the whole, like, managing different like, it almost seems like the good thing about what do they call those games where the 5 people yell at each other?
Are you talking about MOBAs?
Yeah, that's the one. Like, by having, I guess, these, like, different lanes or control points, it seems to, like, key into, like, part of what makes those goods, while cutting away, like, a lot of the bullshit. So I don't know, like, Marvel Snap, it's a mixed bag, Brian. Like,
I mean, for sure.
What about you, sir?
I think it's cool. I mean, it's not my favorite game. There are people who are very adamant about it being their favorite game right now, which is fine. I've been playing around with a couple of decks. I use the term deck lightly, because I mean, it is a deck. Like, I'm not gonna lie about it, but it's like 12 cards, you know. and like in some games like that's like a hand. And I do like that there's a lot of like ideas of like how to play around with stuff. I've been using like a very like self-destroy like deck lately. I find it cathartic.
Yeah.
So I've been using a lot of Carnage and Deathlock on my team. And I've been finding a very specific joy in locating or gathering new cards that I can destroy to useful effects, like Nova, and Wolverine even to like some extent. I wish there were more cards like Angel, where like you destroy a card and then like these cards come out. I haven't found a good like 6 card for like that deck yet. Like occasionally I'll use like Odin, which like makes on reveal cards do their thing again. But like outside of giving Carnage like more like points, like the stuff that I would get back or get in points from Carnage would be less than like the Odin card itself, which doesn't feel great.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still playing around with it at the moment. I see like how like the like weekly space or whatever that they put in like seems to incentivize certain decks, which is cool. Like I saw one that like really incentivized like on reveals, or like a different one that incentivized like ongoing effects. And then there's, I think the one that's happening right now is like really incentivizing like movement effects, which is kind of cool. But I haven't found a lot of stuff that's really interesting to me in the move like playstyle so far. But I'm always digging for more cards. I'm playing pretty consistently. I'm getting their like free credits, which like gives me like a steady like feed of like new cards to play around with. But I don't know. It seems okay. I don't know how much staying power it's gonna have, but it is a good little video game, which I feel like that's all it really needs to be.
Like it's interesting because like as like Marvel Snap was seeming to like build all this momentum on social media, like and getting like a large amount of coverage from getting a large amount of coverage from like the games press. Like I saw like tons of articles about like, hey, here's everything you need to know about Marvel Snap, or top 10 fun things to do in Marvel Snap. So a lot of that going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then Team 5 at Blizzard was like, hey everybody, time for our biggest announcement expansion ever, for the next expansion in Hearthstone. Traditionally, Hearthstone's calendar is first expansion of the year drops in April. It's generally April, August, December. That's the way it works. For the 3 expansions of the year, with like what I'll call like a mini set, like a month after for each one, and the mini set will add like 20 to 30 cards that kind of like accentuate and build off some of the concepts in the full size set. So like we just got to the beginning of November, they're like, time for our biggest announcement yet. And I'm like, all right, like what are y'all doing that is so fucking exciting that you're using these kind of like this kind of hyperbolic languages? Because that is some like video game carnival barker bullshit. And man, they weren't kidding. So like the new set is larger than usual. It's 148 cards.
Mm-hmm.
But the biggest attraction about the new expansion, once it happens, is they're introducing a whole new class. Period. They're introducing Death Knights as a class in Hearthstone.
Okay.
And like everybody gets like the base Death Knight cards for free. Like when you do like a prologue, where once you do the prologue, Death Knight gets added to your roster of classes that you can pick from.
Mm-hmm.
And like they're introducing like 2 new concepts which impact like the Death Knight characters. One is like runes. When you're building your Death Knight deck, you have to like select what runes you want for the Death Knight, and you can mix and match from like so you have 3 rune slots and 3 rune types, and there are certain cards which are locked to uh, not just like a mana total, but what your rune selection was before the start of the game. So like building your deck as a death knight will also be limited by like rune configuration, which is a new added complexity. Uh, which I'm like, oh, that sounds interesting. That sounds neat. Uh, like there's what is it? Ice runes, undead runes, um, and blood runes.
Okay.
Uh, and the the uh, the the class specific mechanic for Death Knights is based off of number of minions that have on your side that have died. So like it's to your advantage to create a bunch of cheap creatures that can then die
Mm-hmm.
because that gets added to your corpse total. Um, and so there are cards which ask you to not just spend mana, but to also spend corpses. Like, and I'm like, oh man, like this is a whole bunch of new complexity. This is a whole bunch of new ideas. I'm excited by whole new ideas. Um, there's also a new permanent keyword which is being added to the game called Mana Thirst. Um, and Mana Thirst is uh, where, let's say you have a card which has a cost of like 4 mana, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it has the keyword Mana Thirst. If you play it while you still have more available mana than the cost, it'll do something additional and then just spend all the rest of your mana.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's got like levels of effect. It's got like its base effect if you're only spending the requisite amount, um, or it does more, which means that these cards which have Mana Thirst on them are like the absolute perfect example of like order lull the card. Because if you play them earlier in your turn when you have more available mana, it's just going to take all of your mana.
Right.
Yeah. Um, so like that's new added complexity. They're now they're adding a new minion type, which is undead. So like we already have like beasts and mechs and demons and let's see here what else do we have quillbores, all these critters, but now we're adding undead as a keyword for minion type, and they're adding uh, minions which have dual type. So it's like, oh, is this? It's a skeletal dragon. So is it undead or is it a dragon? Well, it's both. It's an undead dragon. So cards
Terrifying.
that look for the keyword undead and cards that look for the keyword dragon are both impacted by the card. So dual type classes, whole new class, whole new playable class, with like significant complexity, largest number of cards that they've ever dropped in an expansion. And the whole expansion is built around the most popular um, expansion that ever happened in World of Warcraft, which was the Wrath of the Lich King. People
Mm-hmm.
fucking love that Lich King, man. Like you talk to longtime World of Warcraft nerds, and you just be like, "Hey, bro, what's your favorite thing that ever happened?" They're like, "Lich King, baby, Lich King." Like that's it. Like that was the those were the good old days, the salad days, and they previously had a Lich King themed expansion, but in that Lich King themed expansion, like what it was like they didn't add a whole new playable class, but there were these cards that you could play that replaced your existing hero with an undead version of the hero, um, and that that expansion rotated out of standard play after 2 years, like it because it was not the introduction of a whole new class. Um, but like the monkey wrench that they threw at the end of their announcement was like, "Hey, everybody, effective today, um, we're going to put all of our first Lich King cards, are back into standard play until the new expansion comes out." So like and they're like, and we're also making them core, so everybody just has them. So uh, the meta got thrown into the air wildly when they made this announcement, because they just basically said that, like, there's a whole new set for the next month. Everybody has all the cards. Have at it. And there's some wild, crazy shit that was in that set, which synergizes really well with stuff which is currently in standard. Like, there was a card called Cheaty Snowbold. And Cheaty Snowbold, when it came out years ago, was this card. It was this little kobold whose flavor text read, every time you freeze an enemy, do 3 damage to them. At the time, Shaman didn't have a lot of tools for freezing enemies. So it was at the time, it was pretty much like a joke card, a meme card, a bullshit card. Because you're like, I've got like 1 or 2 effective ways of freezing enemies, but other than that, like, this doesn't do much. So at the time, virtually worthless. Now, Freeze Shaman is like a whole archetype for Shaman. And like, there's another card called Frozen Guardian, which will freeze all minions as its battle cry. So nothing like throwing out Cheaty Snowbolt and then playing Frozen Guardian. So it just freezes all of your enemies' stuff, and then it does 3 damage to all of it. It just watching them hurl those snowballs just does my heart good. Yeah. One of the legendaries from that expansion was another one, Shaman, which at the time didn't do much. It was this card called Murabi that said, every time you freeze a character, put a copy of it in your hand. And Frozen Guardian may cost 6, so you can't really play at the same term as Murabi, but there is also this card right now, which is a large macaw, a parrot, get it? And his flavor text is, mimic the last battle cry that was played. So, and he only costs 3 mana, so you could totally macaw and then Murabi and just fill your hand with your opponent's stuff. And it's a meme. The meme dreams are alive. Like, there's definitely some full-on bullshit going on right now in Hearthstone, because like the meta is just chaos, because everybody has all these like Knights of the Frozen Throne card from a few years ago, and I'm enjoying it. It's crazy time. It's crazy.
All right, for sure. I'm glad you're more optimistic about Hearthstone right now.
Yeah. Have we already talked about Splatoon and all these various things?
No, not yet.
Okay, then I will shut up.
You don't have to shut up, though. You can also function as a segue director.
Mm.
Ooh.
I have heard that over the years, Nintendo has had a history of using bots in their multiplayer games without ever acknowledging them. Much like in Marvel Snap. I wonder if that is going on in Splatoon 3.
Amazing. I have no idea.
It's entirely possible.
Doesn't feel like it. It feels like when I'm getting my ass handed to me, it's well deserved. Let's be honest.
What is it a robot doing? And I guess what I want to know.
Is it a robot doing it? I don't know. I don't think so. Seems dynamic enough to me.
So I was thinking it'd be really good robots.
If Nintendo has that good of robots, then why don't they put them in their new Pokemon game?
They might, Teeks. Also,
I fucking doubt it.
Also, Nintendo robots aren't exactly Pokemon Company robots, so there's that too.
There is, yeah, there we go.
Right, yeah. But Pokemon Company could probably borrow the Nintendo robots.
Yeah, but they're really proud.
That's true. There's a Splatfest coming up. By the time our listeners hear this, the Splatfest will already be over and they will know who won. Mm-hmm. But in the timeline that we live in currently, the Splatfest has not happened yet. And so we don't know who won. Instead, I just stressed out for like 2 additional hours yesterday while trying to pick a team. I waxed poetic about it on Twitter.
That did happen.
God, it was so stressful. I picked Team Grass. I don't know how we did. Good job, or I'm sorry again. We'll find out. It will color how I pick Splatfest teams for the rest of the Splatoon, though. 100%.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, I'm just being honest.
Right.
I know how my brain works. This will be a make or break Splatfest for my tiny brain. Do I just make poor choices, or, that kind of thing? It'll be fine.
You picked Shiver. It'll be fine. Also, I did... Actually, I don't know if I actually sent it to you, but it does look like that the most popular, current Scarlet Violet starter is Sprigatito.
Mm-hmm.
So, it'll probably pull, people in, so there'll be that.
That's the thing, though, is they said which one's your favorite Pokemon starter, and the posters in the Splatfest thing, while originally only featured Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley, now feature literally every starter Pokemon from every game. And grass types historically are not the favorite starter.
I mean, that's true. Yeah, but Sprigatito's a cat, so cat.
Sprigatito is a cat, but as soon as that cat goes up on 2 legs, it's over.
Yeah, probably. Actually.
I'm so afraid. Quaxley's gonna be such a handsome little man. I already know it. I should have picked water. No,
I think
I'm so stressed.
Quaxley is gonna be what's it called? Inteleon 2.0. Yeah. And
a dapper little man.
Inteleon wasn't. I feel like Inteleon was actually kind of underwhelming. Maybe they'll land it with Quaxley, but who knows?
Maybe. Who knows? I'm nervous. Fuecoco is good, though. Fuecoco's good. Ghost Pepper Dinosaur Boy. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Love everything about that design. I don't know. We'll see. I can't wait until I've been playing, what's it called? Pokemon Violet for 2 weeks, and I have a list of complaints about how it's not as cool as 1010.
Oh, man. I'm sure it'll be a perfectly fine video game.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be alright, Teeks. I promise.
Yeah, we did spend 4 hours prepping gear for the Splatfest next weekend for us, over for everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm pretty happy with the sets that I got. I think I have a nice spread of skills across 2 sets that I can wear with a shirt. I also have the gun loadouts that I think I want to use. I think I'm gonna mostly use Dually Squelchers, which is I like using because it's a long range thing, and Wave Breaker is great for space control, which we kind of struggle with sometimes. If I have the opportunity to be aggressive, or we have a lot of long range options on whoever we're playing with, I can switch to Dark Tetra, which has the Akira slide that we all know and love. Mm-hmm. And if we need more backline, if that turns out to be the case, then I can play Guga Dualies. Mm-hmm. And I feel good about it. I'm very excited.
Yep. And I will play my one gun.
Until Tegan inevitably learns Charger. It's going to be sick.
Until I inevitably learn Charger. I try, okay? And it's either, but to be fair, I'm only trying in Salmon Run, and it either goes very, very well or very, very poorly. There is no in-between right now. And once I hit that, in-between where, I'm not doing terribly, but I'm not doing amazing, that's when I'll start bringing it into actual play. I did pick up a Charger into my, arsenal of weapons.
Oh, which one?
I bought an E-Leader.
Okay, for sure.
The E-Leader has the most range, and it does have the largest charge time, so, you have to stay back with it.
Yeah, you just gotta be on the moon.
Yeah. And I'm fine with being on the moon. I'll just be out there. But, I don't like the sub-kit for it, and I don't like the alt, so, I don't know.
Yeah, I get that. I think there's a sniper that gets Tenta missiles. I just can't remember which one it is.
Mm-hmm. I think it's the Bamboozler.
That sounds right, actually.
Because the Bamboozler's a really short-range sniper rifle, comparatively. Mm-hmm. You don't see a lot of people running it right now.
Fucking bamboo tube.
It's a lot of goo tubes, a lot of E-Leaders, and now we're starting to see more Not Squiffers, it's the one before it, the Splat one.
The
like base sniper rifle.
Right. I think it's just called Splat Charger, actually. Also, I'm very mad at how this sentence comes out, but I was getting rocked by that GooTuber yesterday. I'm so upset.
Sorry, GooTuber?
Yep.
Yeah, GooTuber!
There it is. Yep.
Here's the thing about a Splatoon. I commented this on the stream yesterday, but like, we're saying words, and all of these words mean things, but they're also completely unreadable, you know? Yeah. Let me see if I can show you what the GooTuber looks like. Fucking Brian. Here it is.
Oh, man.
The GooTuber.
Oh, there's a Sendo for this. I didn't...
There's the GooTuber.
Yeah, it's a GooTuber. It's a sniper rifle, allegedly. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, someone was wrecking me with it yesterday. It
can hold the charge longer than other chargers. That's like its big advantage. While you're like swimming in the ink and stuff.
Hey, Teagues, I found a build for your gun. Looks like.
Oh yeah, is it a good one? Is it a swim speed up?
Yeah, it's using the white shades that you normally use.
Oh yeah.
It has 4 swim speed up.
Oh Jesus Christ, that's a lot of swim speed up.
Yeah. Let me see if I can copy this somehow.
The GooTuber has the Tenta missiles.
GooTuber has Tenta missiles.
Ironically.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, that probably was it. God damn it.
They're wild. I don't even know what this is. I think it's just like, it looks like a power wash nozzle maybe.
Yeah. And like I kind of wish that the animation would like just like do like the extendo, like it would shoot the tube all the way out when it fires. But like it probably doesn't. That's probably not real.
Part of the fun of Splatoon, I think, is figuring out what the fuck these things were based on.
Mm-hmm.
I hope we get a GooTuber in Salmon Run soon, so I can try it out without having to try it out.
Yeah, I hear that.
Salmon Run's fun. Also, I still haven't been able to beat a Koizuna, and literally everyone else can, so good for me, I guess. I'm still out here suffering at like 75% difficulty, and everyone else is at the like 130%.
Oh god.
God, I'm so bad.
Also, it looks like dualies, at least from these builds that I'm looking at, a lot of people that run dualies apparently run a lot of revive or respawn timers on them. Like a lot. Like 4 to 6.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'll use one of my slots on that. Who knows? But yeah, fucking Splatoon is happening. Oh, Brian, have you touched Plague Tale Requiem yet?
I have not.
Okay.
It may be a thing that will eventually happen, but there's currently too much chaos to manage that.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Understandable. Alex has fully completed Plague Tale Requiem. I will not tell you anything about it. I will tell you that Plague Tale Requiem has taken Alex's Game of the Year spot from Elden Ring.
For sure.
That sounds promising.
He also says it's going to make you cry, probably.
Well, that doesn't take a lot of work these days, so.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, you're probably gonna cry. just so you're going in aware of that. It'll probably be a cry fest. So yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. It was not very long, but that's okay. It was very, very good. Oh, and there's a post-credit
It's
scene.
like you're trying to aggressively sell me this game when you're like, it's not very long, because you know that's one of my things. I'm like, ooh.
I do know that's one of your things, but also, it's not very long.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm done with it, and I was like, how? Because, like, beating Elden Ring took, like, a couple days at least, and he did, like, two sit-down sessions with it, and he was like, I finished the whole thing, and it was amazing, and I was like, okay.
Sort of, like, how long? Like 10 hours?
12 hours.
Oh, that's delicious.
Yeah. And he said that basically, since he's finished the game, he has not stopped thinking about it.
Oh, that's delicious.
I know, it's so good. It's everything you want in a video game. So, you know, that's where that is. Also, listeners, if you haven't picked up Plague Tale Requiem, I would recommend it. Based solely off of Alex's enjoyment of it. But yeah.
Yeah. So what else is going on, Ramblers? Well, let's see here. We talked about this here, Splatoon.
Yeah.
We actually hit all of our stuff, I think.
No, I still have to tell you about Harvestella.
What? Okay, wait, no, you
We
were telling me about it before. That's right. Fuck me.
I did.
Sorry.
You're correct.
Okay.
So Harvestella is, right, a Square Enix Harvest Moon-ish game on Switch, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you think it runs?
Questionable at best.
Okay, Brian?
What?
Harvestella is a Square Enix game solely on Switch and PC right now. But I picked it up on Switch. How well do you think it runs?
Like garbage.
Oh, it is smooth as butter.
Interesting.
It's so smooth. I just walk. There's no jittering. There's no nothing. I do the combat. The combat doesn't like freeze up my frame. It doesn't drop frame rates so far. Like, I'm only like 2 days in, so I'm not fighting tons of stuff, but like the graphics so far aren't like taking a shit every time I'm trying to do like a combo. So it's very nice. It's very pretty. It feels almost like I'm floating instead of like walking, which is kind of nice. It doesn't feel like, you know how sometimes when you walk in a game, it feels like you're taking like heavy jumping stomps all the time?
Mm-hmm.
This does not feel like that. It feels like I'm on rollerblades and I'm just kind of like scooting along very nicely. I'm enjoying it a lot so far.
Neat.
I played my first crops. I woke up, I have amnesia, maybe. I do know my name, which is good. I was found in the middle of Quietus by a girl who had angel wings and Rapunzel length hair, who brought me back from the dead, question mark. And then I collapsed again, and a doctor found me. Now, we have played Square Enix games on this show before. What do you think the doctor looks like?
Is the doctor unreasonably hot, Tegan?
Yeah, the doctor's unreasonably hot.
Yeah, gee, how do I know? How do I know?
She also has, you know, the sexy thigh highs and high heels of an unreasonable length and a bob haircut.
Someone is very mad that Ty from Persona 5 got so popular. Holy shit.
Someone is really mad that Ty from Persona 5 got so popular.
Look at her! Brian, I know you've seen Ty from Persona 5, but I'm just going to put an image here just to, you know, keep it fresh in all of our minds.
Sure.
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ty doesn't do the thigh highs, you know, but that's probably like the one note that most people would give, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she just does like short dresses. I think I'm gonna do. Can I find a facial?
She has very short, but she does do like the spike collar and stuff,
oh, hell yeah.
which is its own kind of fun.
I think.
When was this Harvestella game announced?
A couple months ago.
No, it was announced earlier than that. It was announced, I think, in like March or something.
Was it like?
Yeah, there she is.
Was it part of a direct or something?
It was part of a direct.
Okay.
Yeah. That's her. This is her little... So all of these characters get little portrait art also, right? In the game, so you can see what they actually look like. This is what she actually looks like. She's very cute. She's very cute. I really enjoy it. The character designs so far are really good. I'm having fun. I've met like the like town leader who seems very, very chill for an old man who lives near a suspicious crystal that kills people at the end of every season, you know? So there is that. He wears like a kilt and a golfing hat, so you know, he's cool. there are this giant crystal came down from the sky, and it turns out the crystal also had like a building inside of it, and now no one can go near it because I went near it and I found a body inside. And I convinced the doctor that we should heal them instead of treating them like a criminal, because apparently they're a criminal.
All right, let's go.
It's like the people of this town are against a thing called... They're against the order, I think? Or something. And, like, the order is, like, killing people. I don't know exactly how it goes yet. We're only 2 days in, guys. But, it's very, very interesting so far. I'm really enjoying it. It's very pretty. The lighting effects are very pretty. So the review I read of it before I picked it up was that for the first part of your first year, the harvest stuff, the actual like farming sim part, is going to take a back seat to like the combat stuff. And while it doesn't feel like that yet, I am way more interested in exploring the Xenoblade ass, Tales of Arise ass world than I am like hanging out on my little farm.
Can you effectively choose to play like that if you're just like, I'm not particularly interested in farming? Can you just go spend your time like bodying enemies and stuff?
Yeah, it seems like it. They did make me plant 6 crops at the very beginning just to like show me how to use a hoe and a watering can. And then they immediately sent me out into the field to gather materials so I can make a hammer, and then have failed to show me how to make the hammer. So I'm hoping that's going to come up in the next like day, or maybe I don't have enough material to actually craft the hammer yet. I did also meet some mysterious figures in the field, and it was like, it seems like this is a bad idea to approach them from behind. They look like they might be very strong. We'll come back later. And then it like turned me around, which makes sense for like your first mini day of exploring. Like, I'm not mad about it, but apparently if you're out past midnight, you will just immediately collapse. So that's a little annoying.
Well, that's just like Harvest Moon.
If you're out past midnight, you will faint and you will wake up at home, essentially. Which, like, with Harvest Moon, it's usually they'll let you stay out till 4 a.m. before you collapse, or until your stamina runs out. But you also automatically like wake up later in the day, if you stay up past midnight by like a couple of hours, and those hours really make a difference. But for this game, they were just like, yeah, if you're out past midnight, you'll pass out. High five! Glad we understood that, so. But Cress, so this is the Dr. Cress. She's very cool. I also met her younger brother, Dim. He suffers from Square Enix character design. This is his outfit.
This has what's his name?
Yeah. You see the problem immediately.
Oh, man. What's his name?
This is his little portrait. His little portrait's very cute.
Is it Nomura?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the belt man.
Yeah.
The belt man.
Yeah.
His shoes are belted to his belt.
Yeah, there it is.
Jesus Christ.
And they're belted to his shorts. His shoes are physically attached to his belt and to his shorts.
Why? You know what? Fucking no. I don't even know.
Isn't that great? Isn't that so good? This is peak character design. I love it so much. I've met my first party member also. They brought with me this character who is in armor. I'm going to show you the armor. And at the beginning, in the middle of the night for this day, for day 2, the armor suddenly was like, hey, life support systems are failing, but it seems like air is okay out here, so I'm gonna take the armor off. And then the armor just vanished, and there was a pretty girl inside. This is the pretty girl. I don't know her name yet, but apparently she's my party member.
I mean, okay. Yeah, sure.
I don't know her name yet, though. She's on the box art.
The big flare, like, handkerchief is a lot on, like,
right?
her arm. Like,
on the one arm. It's like a pedal cup.
Yeah.
On one arm.
Mm-hmm.
The asymmetrical, like, one shirt where, like, the slit goes all the way, almost all the way up to, like, her little titties. The diamond cut in her shorts, tights, combo, the heeled sneakers.
Yeah. Why'd they put heels on it? What for? What? Come on now.
Who does this serve? I don't know, but I like it. You know what? Those shoes look comfy as hell, though. I'd wear them.
I hope they are. Like, it's just, Jesus.
Oh my god, it's so fun.
God damn it.
Isn't it great? Aren't these character designs so good?
It's fucking ridiculous. Holy shit.
This is, right, and then, like, they let me pick, male, female, or non-binary for my pronouns. Like, immediately. They were just like, do you want to be a dude, or do you want to be a lady? And then, like, they let me, do you want them to identify you as a dude, lady, or non-binary? And then they let me choose from both protagonist models. The masculine one and the feminine one, but they're both pretty femme, so, like, I'm not mad about it.
Yeah, big Bishi vibes here.
Yeah, right. And then I could choose, like, the hair color and the eye color to some extent. All the hair is two-toned a little bit, so it's, like, darker on top and then, like, a lighter version on the bottom.
Can you tell me about this thing that they're holding? Because it looks like a weird extendo claw rifle multi-tool thing.
Yeah, it sure fucking is that's my hoe, and also my watering can, and also the thing that I hit things with in the field.
Okay.
It gets there's like a part where it extends out into a sword.
Okay.
I don't know what it
Sword
is.
hoe watering can. Sure, let's do it.
Sword hoe watering can. The third, Esquire. It's a very good weapon. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. It swings like it's nothing. I'm just, like, whacking stuff. It feels like I'm wielding a broomstick, you know, as far as, like, lightweight and easy to manage. So I'm not mad about it. Like, nothing about this game feels bad to move in. I will say the map sucks. The map is my least favorite part so far. It's set to automatically be oriented north, which is fine. I can turn that setting off, but also, like, the mini map is okay, but the big map is too big. I can't read it, and I don't know how to zoom out yet, so I can, like, get a picture of, like, where I am on the overworld as a whole. The way they have you travel between destinations, in the overworld map, though, is very much like, Tales of Arise, where, like, it pulls you up and then you're, like, a big person on, like, a tiny map and you just walk across the field, you know? Yeah. So I'm just like, giant human, tiny village. It's goofy. I'm having fun so far.
Alright.
We'll see. Yeah, I am. I said I was having fun. You can come in, Nico. It's okay. Yeah, you can come in. He's lost 0.7 pounds this year, according to the vet.
Okay. Everything else shipshape?
They're gonna do some blood work. They think he might have, he's been barfing a lot recently, and they think he might have hyperthyroidism, or he might also just have a sensitive stomach. So they're gonna test him for hyperthyroidism, and if it's not that, they're just gonna be like, switch his food to something that's tummy sensitive.
There we go.
But he has no behavior changes or anything, and he's cute and snuggly, so everything is fine.
Good.
He's a good boy. I love him so much. That's my son. But yeah, as Harvestella, it's good so far. It's weird. There's this big red crystal thing in the background that I don't understand yet. Some of the buildings have, like, these weird crystal sculptures outside of them that I don't know anything about yet. The game has autosave, so when I, like, sleep at night, it automatically saves, which is nice, but that does mean that I have to, like, finish a day in order to save, or I have to keep my Switch in sleep mode.
Right.
Which is fine for the Switch, but, like, it would be annoying on my PlayStation. You know? Because with the Switch, if I lose power to my house, as long as my Switch will just run on its own battery. But with the PlayStation, if I lose power to my house, it just It yells at me and says, "Your PlayStation wasn't properly shut down. Stop that."
It's like, hey man, it wasn't my fault.
Right. I can't wait to meet the rest of these Squeenix ass party members. They're gonna be so good. We've got big man in armor with cape and spear.
Cool.
That's gonna be fun. There's girl inspired by 2B, which is fun.
Cool.
And then of course there's obligatory girl who is probably doing water magic who should be at the beach but is in a forest setting.
As one is. Yep.
The last one is this one. Her name is maybe Emo? I think her name is Emo.
Her name is Emo? That's appropriation.
I think her name is Emo.
Yeah, like, I'm not buying that.
I'm very excited. I want to know, are there... I believe that maybe romance is like a thing in this game, and I want to know who I can romance.
Okay.
So far, I want to romance Dim. He's cute. He's stressed out, but he's cute. I'm excited. I like everyone's little character portraits. They're fun.
The portraits are
I don't
fun.
know. Yeah, and they have like multiple facial expressions they'll show in the portraits, and the portrait will actually like change the full angle. It won't just change their face, if that makes sense.
Mm.
So like when Cress is happy, she like her chin ducks down and her hair like fluffs up, and it shows like her hair like doing the fluffing like motion and stuff, and she gets all blushy. It's very cute. God, it's cute. When she gets angry, she gets all like a squeamy. I'll show you her angry face because I was able to find it really fast. This is her angry face. She's cute. She's cute! God, these designs are so cute.
Yeah, it's just great.
I'm mad about
there
them.
it is. All right, Stella. Fuck it up.
Right? It's fun. I'm so far so good.
I'm glad.
We'll see how it goes.
Good.
But it should at least hold me over until Harvest Moon It's a Wonderful Life remake comes out for Switch next summer. And then you'll never see me again because I'll be playing that all summer.
But it seems like what it's doing for you isn't really cranking that yank because you know, like the way you're playing it seems to be not really focused on like the farm experience, you know, like
I am also only 2 days in.
okay, fair enough.
So I haven't gotten to the point, like at this point in the Harvest Moon game, they would be like, I'm going to teach you how to clear your land. And I'd be like, I already know how to do that. Shut up. And they'd be like, no, you have to do it. And that'll take 90% of your day. And this game just went, day 2. Bye. See you later. Next plot point later. Bye. Have fun. And I went, oh, okay. I guess I'm going to go run around. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm willing to give it... I'm going to get through at least spring, probably, before our next recording. And then I'll be able to probably give a little bit of a better overview once I'm out of the tutorialization part. Because I feel like I haven't hit all the tutorials yet. And there's already, some areas in the town that I can unlock, but I haven't yet. Like, there's a smithy that apparently I can unlock, and a furniture store. So that'll be fun.
God, I gotta get on that Temtem furniture grind. My lord.
Temtem furniture grind.
Yeah, I'm a homeowner now, but now I just own an empty home. But I gotta put furniture in it.
Mm-hmm.
I need a place to sit, a place to lay down, a place to do my work.
Wait, Temtem has all that?
Yeah, of course it does.
Yeah,
it's an MMO.
Temtem has so much.
That sounds like a lot.
It is a lot, yeah. But, you got to do something in endgame, so.
I guess that's true. That is true. Oh, my goodness. Temtem furniture. Furniture Temtem.
Oh, man, you got to... Brian, I got to show you this market board, but we'll get to that later. Oh, man, because I think it's either I'm going to have to become a free Tim activist or, a hardcore breeder, but probably both, to make the money that I need to do the stuff that I want to do. But, I'm going to do that after the story.
Man. I don't know why I'm just so, bodied by the idea of like furniture in Temtem. Like, I don't know why I'm shook by that.
I think maybe it's part of the framing because Temtem is supposed to be a Pokemon like, but what it really is, it's a Pokemon MMO, and like this one's an MMO first, and so like you have character customization and like interior design as like a big like gameplay hook. It's a big thing. I mean, I did have to like go to hell and back to fucking become a homeowner, which is I think I probably yelled about already.
Right.
But yeah, like now that I have the home, like I got to put stuff in it.
Do we have news this week? Is there news? Is there news?
I haven't found anything I really wanted to highlight this week, which is kind of a shame, but
Twitter's on fire.
Yeah, me either. Twitter is on fire. I don't know how much video game news that is, though, because most video game news websites and journalists are pretty well established at other locations. Yeah. So it's just people have to remember to check those locations.
It's weird, though, because it is a major conduit, and I have to wonder, like, how many people don't really... There's going to be some percentage of people who don't get off Twitter for their, game stuff at all. Like, how many people follow Wario and, like, a few other people and are like, oh, well, that's enough, But... I don't know. Like, it seems like I think that like the implications of this are, I guess, not yet done. But gosh, like I have enjoyed seeing people who have the blue checky marks intentionally changing their name to Elon Musk on their account, and then changing their picture to Elon Musk's picture and like posting stuff,
just tweeting
as
shit.
Musk, and it's just like that's a good time. That's a very good time.
And then getting their accounts suspended or banned. That's even better. Is it's immediate. It's happening so fast. It makes me laugh every time. I'm like, good, go out with a fucking bang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like there's a guy who I've followed for years. Just the guy for some reason, like I was like, oh, I'm gonna follow the guy who played Harry on Mad Men, Rich Summer. Let's follow Rich Summer. And just like one day, I'm just scrolling my feed, and I just saw this post. I was like, I don't follow Elon Musk. I'm like, why is there Elon Musk on my feed? This was how I discovered this was happening. And there was just, Rich Summer had changed it to Elon Musk, and his post was like, I'm a gigantic piss baby. I like to drink glasses of piss, and like a few minutes later, banned, account banned. And it's like, man, he is not having it. Elon Musk is not having people calling him a gigantic piss baby.
Well, he is a piss baby. It's hard for him to reckon with. You gotta look at that himself.
I mean,
some people just don't like looking in the mirror every morning.
Yeah. I feel like the quickest way to not get called a piss baby is to not be a piss baby.
Yeah, but what if being a piss baby is an inexorable part of your life? What if there's nothing you can do about it? At that point, people are just rude for telling him something that he can't change.
I think that if everybody is willing to do a certain measure of introspection, no one has to be a piss baby. Like everyone, I mean, like certain exceptions aside, like I feel like nobody is out here giving Donald Trump the Luke Skywalker speech about like you cannot be a piss baby. Like you two cannot be like because I feel like he's too far gone and the poison's too close to the heart. Like he's going to be a piss baby forever. Elon Musk probably a piss baby forever. Mm-hmm. You know what? No, like once you become a billionaire, the piss becomes fused to your soul.
Just like that. It just the piss lake just freezes over.
Yeah, it just freezes over. It becomes like glacial piss, like forever piss. And
yeah, sorry,
Tegan. I mean, it's just the way it is. Like Bill Gates. Yeah. This is probably why Bill Gates is trying to give away so much money. Is he went to the doctor. Doctor's standing there with like a little reflector on his forehead, wearing the white coat, Dr. Mario style, and he's just like, "I'm sorry, Bill Gates, you're a giant piss baby." And he's like, "But I'll give the money." I'm like, too late. It gets fused to you. It's fused to you now. But he's just trying to give it away. He's like, oh, "What if I start a Not a Piss Baby Now Foundation?" It's like, well, sir, they're gonna be on to it if you name it that. Well, what about the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation? Well, less suspicious, but they'll still be on to you. Tika, do you have a concern with all these people being piss babies?
My concern isn't that they're being piss babies. My concern is how much money they have to be piss babies with. That's the problem. See, I think if you're big enough of a piss baby in public, we should just get your money. It should just be forcibly seized and redistributed to the populace.
It's just like broke piss babies are fine. They're harmless.
Yeah, they're harmless. It's the rich. Obviously, it's the rich piss babies that are the problem, or Twitter wouldn't be going down in flames right now. Imagine if we had to forcibly Elon Musk had to was forced to liquidate all of their assets. They were left with like $50,000 and that's it. And everything else went to like anyone making $200,000 or less a year. That'd be great. Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay with that.
Like on an individual level. I'm not saying on like your household level. So like if you make $200,000 or less and your wife also makes $200,000 or less, you both get a portion. It's just your money and then you can do with it what you need, you know? Mm-hmm. Put a kid through college maybe or something. I don't fucking know. I know what I'd do.
What'd you do, Takes?
I'd buy an anime figure. I'd get myself one of those $400 Hatsune Miku figures. You know what? It'd be good for the economy.
I just think they're neat.
I'd buy a cosplay.
Oh, man. Which cosplay would you buy, TX?
My gut says the thing I should buy is Kuching's like main outfit, but I think what I want to do is I want to get Jean's outfit. The new one, though, that has like the cravat and the vest. I think that'd be good.
What? I'm sorry, my brain just broke.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all aware of a video game entitled Little Inferno?
Yes.
Okay. A 10-year-old video game named Little Inferno that dropped on the Wii U 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Little Inferno is getting an expansion?
Good for them, honestly.
Yeah, Tomorrow Corporation is releasing an expansion for Little Inferno, which will be available on Steam, Epic, GOG, Switch, iOS, and Android. Oh, rip the Wii U. Rip the Wii.
Yeah, get fucked, Wii U. Although that's also going to release a couple days after this show drops. So look for that on that Friday, I guess.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There's a Yule log. There's a Yule log. Sorry, I'm just very excited.
Have fun, dude.
You know. It looks like Overwatch 2 is still a disaster.
Well, yeah. GG's.
Yeah.
It only took them a week, Brian. It only took them a week.
Yeah. I mean, they're honestly, they're really going at, destroying the Overwatch fandom with the same zeal that, like, Elon Musk is going after the Twitter fandom. Just decimating it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I suspect that this is a show. Is this a show?
Yeah, sounds like it.
Okay.
Tease.
Yeah.
So, this is still Impossible Coin, despite my new location. And we still do this twice a month, and so we appreciate you hanging out. If if you have anything you want to yell at us, you can find us on social media. We are still on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. Our Tumblr presence is getting bigger. Tegan's talking about taking over the world, so look out for that. We also have a Discord, and we do stream on Twitch. I'm going to try to keep to Wednesdays. I'm going to stream more than that. We also have the Splatfest stream that has already passed, but please continue to look forward to Splatoon Saturdays. Let me see. We have a song at the beginning and end of this program. It's produced by our friend Big Sach. Shout out to fucking Big Sach. He's always great. You can find his work on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/Big Sach NJ. And also, we have a logo that was designed by the illustrious Lauren Moran. You can find her on Twitter. Lauren Moran, while you still can, we should probably look into her other presences as well, but she does have a Patreon, and there's definitely good shit there. And we have a Patreon too, patreon.com/Impossible Coin Podcast. And I think that's the long and the short of it. Did I miss anything? I kind of went out
Gosh,
of
we
order
need
today.
to produce more Patreon content.
Oh yeah, we're doing an anime episode. I have like 300 One Piece episodes to talk about, actually.
Yeah, so consider this our pledge to our patrons that Patreon content is forthcoming. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks everybody. Peace.